Who do you trust to repair your car, truck, van, or SUV? Rely on the personal experience of people who've had their vehicles serviced by Myers Auto Service.
Hi, this is Tracy from Omaha. I've had everything from my motor replaced to oil changes. They always tell me what's wrong with the car and how long it can go before it needs to be fixed, and they've always been honest and fair with their pricing.
At Myers Auto Service, we don't want to be everyone's mechanic, just yours. Just north of 140th off Old L Street and at MyersAutoservice.com.
Hey everyone, my name is Cassie, and on Once Upon a Time in Springfield today, my dad and I will be talking about Season 3, Episode 22, Bart's Friend Falls in Love. Okay, Dad, start the intro.
She's Cassie.
My dad's like Homer, because he always goes out and buys us donuts.
He's Chris.
Cassie used to be a lot like Maggie when she was a baby. She never gave up her pacifier.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a wonderful evening of theater and picking up after yourselves.
This is Once Upon a Time in Springfield, a Simpsons review show from the point of view of a dad and his daughter.
From now on, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Here they are, Cassie and Chris.
In this episode,
After a sex education class,
Millhouse falls in love with a beautiful girl, Samantha Stinky. Oh wait, it's Stinky?
it's stinky.
What the hell is that?
All right, Cassie, what's the chalkboard gag?
The chalkboard gag was, I will not snap any bras.
Okay. Cassie, what was the couch gag?
They sat down and everything was crooked in the room, and then they leaned back and they broke through the wall, and you just see like Bart's hands standing out on there.
Yeah, you kind of see their silhouettes.
And
It's pretty cool.
Homer's like looking to the side, and it's funny.
It is pretty funny. That was a new one.
Yeah.
You're all nuts.
All right, in the beginning, it opens up to Homer's change jar and Bart trying to steal it as if it was an Indiana Jones movie.
And Homer comes out like a boulder.
I know, it's
like-
awesome. He's in his underwear. It's so funny. I like that. This is like one of my favorite openings to the show because it's so close to the Indiana Jones intro. Even Homer hitting the garage door at the very end and his stomach sticking through as if the ball was sticking out of the cave. Anyway, I really liked it.
It's funny.
This is your show. Keep talking. Go ahead. So
it
Homer's
was a
chasing him in his
pretty good
underwear.
one. Yeah, and he's going. So like shaking the ground. And Bart goes, jumps over the cat, slides under the dog, goes around Maggie.
Yeah, it was really cool to watch.
And then he slides on the garage door and grabs the hat before.
Just like the movie. He was like dodging darts.
Yeah, that Maggie shot.
Yeah. And then he gets on the bus finally, and Millhouse has a magic 8-ball.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Favorite
it.
part.
That's it. The show's over there.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
What did they ask it? They ask it, what's the last question they asked it that was like, why is this happening? So what was the last question?
The last question was, are me and Millhouse gonna still be friends?
At the end of the day. And it was a no. Like a straight up no. And they're like, what's going to get in the way? And then it cuts over to Samantha Stanky.
Please say a big elementary school hello to Samantha Stinky.
Stinky.
Oh, right. How embarrassing for you. Well, goodbye.
Yeah, she moved to Springfield for some reason. And Millhouse sees her in his class, and he is instantly Twitter-pated.
What's Twitter baited?
Remember Bambi?
I'm Bambi.
Have you remember Bambi?
Yeah.
The show where they all get Twitter-pated? You don't remember. We'll watch it again soon. But he falls in love. Then they watch a video with Troy McClure and some bunnies. Yep.
I guess that's all we can say.
Pretty much. And then Millhouse walks her home, and then they end up making out in the treehouse.
Of course they do.
That was gross.
It was.
Ugh.
I was eating food. It was horrible.
Deep trouble.
All right, we jump to the middle. Opens up to Kent Brockman in the news about
Diabetes.
fat people.
About fat people and diabetes.
Lisa looks over at Homer and is like, you look fat and have diabetes probably. So she's trying to help him lose weight. What do they do?
They order a sound, and it was the losing weight sound, and they had no more, so they were like, let's just put the vocabulary one in there.
We're out of subliminally slim.
Just send him the vocabulary builder.
Here you go, fatso.
Yeah, it's like a what do they call that? Meditation? No.
It
mesmerizes you. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Hypnotizes you to not eat anymore. Instead, he just had a really big vocabulary.
Yeah, and I was like, snort, plop, oop, da la loop.
It was pretty weird, too, because everybody's like, what? Boudoir? Who? Anyway, Santa is dead on the TV, too. That was weird.
Yeah, but that was like in
the commercial.
Our world.
Yeah. So then Millhouse and Samantha are still up in the treehouse kissing while Homer and Lisa are watching these food commercials that are getting Homer all...
We take 18 ounces of sizzling ground beef and soak it in rich creamery.
And while all that's happening...
That's a bar.
He's listening to a vocabulary tape at night. Millhouse is making out with Samantha in the treehouse, and Bart
was trying not to die.
He's by himself or with Martin, which is both bad things.
Yeah.
Everyone, Bart and I would like to announce that we are friends.
Like by himself with Martin is not okay.
Yeah.
He's still by himself.
So then Millhouse says, Bart, you're hanging around too much. Leave us alone.
What about you? And okay.
And then he comes back and asks Bart a question. What was that question?
Can we still use the treehouse?
To do things? To kiss? Ew! So he says yes.
Because
he's going to tell on Samantha.
Excellent.
I stand corrected.
We bounce to the inn where Bart calls Sam's dad. I call her Sam now. We're close. Calls Sam's dad to get her in trouble. Sends him over to the treehouse to bust Millhouse and her kissy facing.
They're like,
ew.
Ew.
That's cute. Homer's not losing any weight, but his vocabulary is immaculate. You like that word?
No, I don't. I am never going to use that word in any sentence.
So Bart is now feeling bad, though, because Millhouse is crying.
He's sitting in his room, dying of tears.
So he tells Millhouse.
Just got broken up, and he's filled with the tears. I don't know. It's a song called Dancing in My Room. Dancing in my room. Yeah. I changed the word.
Yeah, you did. So where were we? Oh, yeah. Bart tells Millhouse that he was the one that called Samantha's dad.
And he will break.
What you can't see is Cassie punching the microphone, kind of. Air punching the microphone. But yeah, he basically tries to kill Bart.
Yeah, and Bart is like touching stuff to get.
Yep.
And there's like this scissors.
There's a brick.
A broken glass. No, I'm pretty sure it was a brick.
There was a brick
too. A
too.
brick, and then like this other thing, and then he grabs the magic 8 ball and throws it.
Slams it up beside his head and breaks it open.
Yeah.
Not his head, the 8 ball.
I haven't had my head broken open.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So then they make up. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then they go see Samantha at her new all-girls school. So they say goodbye.
And they're like... That's a good sound effect.
Bart, think I can ever find another one like her?
You're asking the wrong guy, Millhouse. They all look alike to me.
And that's it. That's pretty much it. Homer increases our words or something at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I like stories.
All right. What's your favorite part of the show, Cassie?
My favorite part of the show is when the Magic 8 Ball told Bart, he asked, am I going to fail my English test? And it said, yes. And he was like, wow, this thing is real.
And then he gets up in class and he's like, see, everybody, the Magic 8 Ball made me fail. Or something like that.
Yeah.
My favorite part was when Bart tells Millhouse, we're living in the age of cooties, man. I just love that line.
That was funny.
It was.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
All right, characters introduced. I don't know. Samantha Stanky. Sorry.
Skanky. She's not skanky.
Who's your favorite character, Cassie?
My favorite character was Homer.
Me too.
Homer was just really funny in this, and he was like, snort plop, oop, I don't know, mom. Actually, I say oops. So.
It wasn't even really about him yet. He was like the majority of the story was about stuff he was doing. Like the very beginning scene where he's the ball and in his underwear and he's like, I love that. All right, the takeaway is cooties are real, Cassie. You don't ever want to get cooties, so never kiss a boy.
And Goonies are fake.
And we'll go into the ratings now.
I've got something I'd like to say.
All right, Cassie, what are we going to rate this one?
We're going to rate this one 8.5 cooties.
Yay, 8.5 cooties. Now, if you get cooties, you die. You know that, right? Cooties are the most dangerous disease ever. next to
A lot of
COVID.
boys have.
All right, say goodbye.
Okay, bye.
I feel that way too.
That's the end of the show, everyone. I hope you like the show as much as Maggie likes her pacifier, or Homer likes his beer. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe. Go to thisisfunner.com to check out some really cool shows. And please, share it with a friend.
Everything really wrapped up nicely.
Thank you all for listening to Once Upon a Time in Springfield. Please go to thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. And don't forget to rate, review, and share the show with a friend.
Ugly dougly done.
We can stop HIV, Iowa.
And it all starts with health equity.
Health equity means that everyone has a fair and just opportunity to be healthy.
To achieve this, we need to remove obstacles to good health.
Poverty and discrimination support an environment in which HIV thrives.
We must work together so that all Iowans have access to the resources they need to prevent, diagnose, and treat HIV.
Visit stopHIViowa.org.